What is up, guys? Ben the Gamer here, and as you can see, I am back at it with another LSPDFR Lore Edition episode. And today is a rainy day, and we're going to be patrolling with the Rockford Hills Police Department, and we are taking out this 2020 Vapid Scout with the Rockford Hills Police livery on it. Even though it has the Code 3 light bar on the roof, however, the lighting is not accurate. So I'm going to show you the light setup first, then I'll show you the interior. Pretty nice though. This is a Discord exclusive, and if you want something like this, I recommend joining Lore Hub's Discord, or 11 John's Lore Hub Discord, I should say. Link will be down in the description if you want access to lore-friendly vehicle beta testing. Anyways, I'm going to show you the interior real quick. Nice interior, nice partition, nice dash cam setup, and it's going to be a thunderstorm episode. Plus, it's more of an accurate weather from where I live. So, anyways, that's enough talking. Let's patrol. 1 Lincoln 22. You can show me 1041 to 108.
Copy that. 1 Lincoln 22. Proceed with patrol.
And we got failure to yield to a right-of-way. You know what? I'll let him go.
We have a suspect armed and dangerous in West Vinewood.
Guess we'll take that one. 1 Lincoln 22, show me the route.
10-4, copy. 1 Lincoln 22.
Alright, we're going to just go ahead and set a waypoint and call for Code 2 backup. It's hard to see, but the light reflection is nice, even though I did some adjustment on it. I'll show you. See, this is what I used. It's called Live Carpools and Lighting. I'll be sure to leave a link in the pinned comments. We'll go ahead and assist with the person with the firearm. One Lincoln 22, you can show me on scene.
Roger. 1 Lincoln 22. Proceed with caution.
Let's go and get Code 3 back up.
Assistance needed in West Vinewood.
I'm right here, dispatch. I'll check it out.
Hey, stop right there.
Wait!
Can you talk to us for a minute?
You're good!
Now, who are you? What do you want? I just want to have a chat with you. You might have a weapon on you. No, that's not true. You have the wrong person. Please cooperate with us so we can sort things out. No, never. Better put that gun down. I'm gonna shoot him. He didn't open fire.
Stand down!
Just get on the ground, dude. Don't need to make this any worse. Now you're definitely going to jail.
Suspect apprehended. Code 4, Adam.
Alright, anything else illegal I should know about besides that firearm? Okay, one of y'all search him. Alright, a grenade. Alright, Alright, sir, so at this time you are being placed under arrest for illegal possession of an automatic weapon as well as brandishing a firearm, as well as the narcotics and the explosive device we found on you. So I'm going to advise you your rights right now. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You also have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you by the state of San Andreas. Do you understand these rights that have been read to you? Okay. Well, one of these deputies is going to go ahead and take you in and get you processed. And make better choices next time, okay?
Assistance required in West Vinewood.
Okay, first arrest.
Damn it.
Alright, let's go to get the arrest report done on him. Alan Joseph. Okay. Brandishing a firearm. Illegal possession of an automatic weapon. Possession of an explosive device. As well as possession of methamphetamine. Alright. Well, got him. 1 Lincoln 22, you can show me code 4 and 10-8.
Attention all units. Code 4. No further units required.
And you didn't even bother to slow down. You almost hit my cruiser. I don't know why anybody would be riding their bike out in the rain. One Lincoln 22.
Go ahead.
You can show me on a traffic stop westbound off of Del Perro Boulevard. It's going to be a blue motorbike occupied ×1.
10-4, 1 Lincoln 22. Proceed with caution.
And he doesn't have a license plate on it. One Lincoln 22, slow traffic.
Attention all units. Officer requesting traffic control near...
How you doing today, sir? I'm Sergeant Bradford with the Rockford Hills Police Department. The reason I'm stopping you is because you don't have a license plate on your bike. And you failed to yield to the emergency vehicle. Well, you could at least slow down a little bit. You didn't see the flashing red and blue lights. Alright, so do you have your license, registration, and proof of insurance?
Let's see some ID, huh?
Yeah, I see you got working taillights as well as a headlight, but however, you gotta have a license plate on your motorcycle, okay? So it is Joshua Shiver. Alright, Joshua, so go ahead and sit tight for me, okay? Okay, let's see here. Only been stopped twice. Alright, I'll just go to give him a verbal warning. Alright, Joshua, so is this going to be a verbal warning today? Alright, so next time slow down for stopped emergency vehicles, especially when you see emergency lights flashing. And next time that I see this on the road, I want to see a license plate on there, okay? Alright, here's your info back, and you're free to go once I get back in my vehicle, okay?
This was a warning.
Alright, have a good day.
Code 4, no additional support needed.
Alright. Back on patrol. Got a vehicle parked next to a fire hydrant here. Why not get some tickets written out? Got a water. Okay, let's go to get the plate number. It is too wet to write parking tickets, so we're going to do it this way. Parking violation. Park in front of a hydrant. Alright.
Citizens reporting a robbery in Rockford Hill. Units respond code 3.
1 Lincoln 22, show me the route.
10-4, copy. 1 Lincoln 22.
Well, this black two-door got lucky, so I was going to write him a parking ticket, too.
Backup needed in Rockford Hill.
Adam 6, copy. We'll check it out.
1 Lincoln 22, you can show me on scene.
Acknowledged. 1 Lincoln 22. Approach with caution.
They didn't give a specific description. Is this the one? Let's check the other way. Let me review the notifications here. Last search for the suspect, last seen carrying a knife. Maybe he's all the way downstairs. So we'll check the subway. One Lincoln 22, be advised, we have a body here.
10-4, copy that.
1 Lincoln 22, requesting EMS.
Ambulance. Assistance required in Rockford Hills.
Eating or drinking on board trains is prohibited.
Downstairs, maybe? I'll go check downstairs. While he stays with the body. Alright, this side's clear.
Panhandling without performing assault is not allowed at any time.
Look where you're walking, jerk! You ass fuck is with you! Let's let this slide.
A crowded train is not an excuse for inappropriate
I hear
touching,
voices.
no matter how tempting.
Well, couldn't find them because they didn't give a specific
If you happen to fall on the tracks, lay flat on the ground.
specific description. Okay. This will be code 4 off of that. One Lincoln 22. We have negative visual on the suspect. Code 4.
10-4. Is suspect armed?
Negative.
10-4.
One Lincoln 22 shows code 4.
Attention all units. Code 4. No additional officers needed.
Well, couldn't find the suspect, unfortunately. So, guess we'll head back to patrol. At least the victim will be taken to the hospital. Alright, so back on patrol, I guess. No sign of suspect, nor a specific description. It happens. It happens.
Attention all units. We have an officer in need of assistance in Little Seoul.
Guess we'll go assist. One Lincoln 22, show me the route.
Roger. Response code 2.
Since we are close by. One Lincoln 22, you could show me on scene.
Acknowledged. 1 Lincoln 22. Proceed with caution.
One Lincoln 22, slow traffic.
Attention all units. Officer requesting traffic control near Little Seoul.
Alright. Okay. Alright, we'll go assist.
The suspect on foot.
1 Lincoln 22, be advised, we're gonna have one at gunpoint.
10-4, copy
I
that.
got you covered.
Near code 4, proceed with patrol.
I'll go search the vehicle. Several cell phones. I guess we'll tow this vehicle.
Flatbed, assistance required on Lockport freeway. Attention all units, traffic control cleared.
1 Lincoln 22, you could show me code 4.
Attention all units, code 4, no additional support needed.
Alright, since we got the car towed, we can just head back to patrol. Be heading back to Rockford Hills. I'm going to ignore that. Let's get a plate check on him.
Target vehicle license plate.
Expired registration.
07 Adam Mary Lincoln 660. A traffic violation. Approach with caution.
Alright, we're gonna stop him. One Lincoln 22. You could show me on a traffic stop westbound off of Eastbourne Way and Portolia Drive. It's going to be a tan sedan, occupied ×1.
10-4, copy that. 1 Lincoln 22. Proceed with caution.
Oh, he's taking off. One Lincoln 22, show me pursuit.
Dispatch, we got eyes, we're in pursuit. Dispatch, suspect is on foot.
On the ground, on the ground.
Stop what you're doing right now!
Let's see some hands.
Let's take this moron out, for God's sake! It's over!
Why'd you decide to take off? No, you could have walked away with a citation. Alright, well at this time you're going to be placed under arrest for attempting to lewd with the vehicle, so I'm going to advise you your rights right now. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You also have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you by the state of St. Andreas. Do you understand these rights that have been read to you? Okay. Well, just sit tight with me. We're going to have a female officer search you. So, you don't have anything illegal on you, right? No guns, no drugs? Alright. We'll get somebody out here to pat you down, okay?
Assistance required in Rockford Hills.
in the meantime, if there's anything in the vehicle I should know about. Okay. Alright, a clown mask.
What?
Well,
Crazy
you had no
shit.
reason to run, since you had nothing illegal in your vehicle. Well, this officer is going to go ahead and pat you down now, okay? A metal spoon with a black powder residue and bag of blue crystals. Okay. And my game froze for a minute. Alright, go ahead and take a seat in the back of my vehicle, okay?
I've got you.
Okay, let's go ahead and run her name. And we're going to get the arrest report going. Felony. Fleeing the attempt to elude LEO. Gonna get reckless driving. Reckless driving and reckless endangerment. Oh wait, I need to do the drug test. So let's do a narcotics field test on the blue crystals that we found. Alright, blue crystals. Is it cocaine? Alright, we got a positive for cocaine. Alright, so we got a positive for cocaine. Is that the reason why you ran? Alright, well, this was a simple traffic stop. I mean, what I originally stopped you for is because you had an expired registration and you were impeding. And the light just changed when you decided to proceed. So that was the original stop. I mean, you could have walked away with a citation, hell, even a warning, but you just wanted to take off. Alright, well, you're going to be spending the night in jail, unfortunately, since we did find drug paraphernalia. Alright? And you took off from me, so you can't be doing that. When you're on a traffic stop, you are not free to leave until the officer says otherwise, okay? So in the future, just stay where you at, and you could be on your way. Yeah, you would have been wherever you want to go at this point. Alright. You can go ahead and go. I got it from here. Appreciate the help. And we're going to get the car towed.
Flatbed, assistance required in Rockford Hill.
Alright, we'll move over. Lincoln 22, you can show me your return to the station.
10-4.
Okay. Alright, Miss Chloe. We're gonna go ahead and do your computer. can go to do the arrest report for you. Alright. Drug paraphernalia and possession of cocaine. And I'm also going to write you some citations today, okay? So the court will know why I stopped you. And it will be in the notes that you've been arrested. So you don't have to sign anything, but you're going to be receiving some citations, okay? Alright, documentation. We'll go ahead and hit her with the expired vehicle registration, as well as speeding. And we're going to get her for impeding traffic. 15 plus under. And failure to comply with the signals and signs. And failure to comply with the lane direction sign device. Okay. Alright, I'm going to take her in. And we are going to wrap up. Alright, we'll pass him over to another cop. We'll swap out the handcuffs and whatnot. And off she goes. 1 Lincoln 22, you could show me 7 and code 4.
Copy that. 1 Lincoln 22.
Alright, well, that's going to about wrap up today's episode. If you did enjoy this episode, be sure to punch that like button and comment down on what you think. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Let's review court cases real quick. Alright, Alan Joseph. That's the guy who decided to brandish a firearm. Let's see what he's got. Alright, he has been sentenced to 18 years in prison and has to pay a fine of $11,000. And Chris Truckwood, let's see what he's gotten. Alright, he has to pay a $63 fine. That's a ticket I have mailed to his current address due to the fact that he was parking in front of a fire hydrant. Chloe Wilkinson, let's see what she's gotten. Alright, she has been sentenced to 2 years and 11 months in prison and has to pay a fine of almost $3,000. And as far as the citations go, she had to pay an additional of $412. Alright, anyways, once again, if you did enjoy this episode, be sure to punch that like button and comment down on what you think. And if you haven't already, subscribe and punch that bell so you won't miss a video like this. Anyways, Ben the Gamer out. Peace.